Hello, everybody. Stephen Martinez here, along with Chris Murray and Michelle Skenandore. I probably butchered that, but I did my best for it. But she assured me that was pretty close. So, how are you guys doing today?
Awesome.
Great.
Awesome. How about yourself?
Good. I am doing good. I'm excited to have you guys on here. So, of course, you guys know we're highlighting some of our sponsors here, and we're glad to have Zing on board as one of our sponsors this year. I don't think we had him as a sponsor in the past, but you guys attended our event last year, right?
We were there. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So got a chance to meet them out in the MGM in Las Vegas last year. But this year they decided to jump on board with this partnership and sponsorship partnership. And we're going to have them involved in the event. And so they're going to have a booth inside of the expo hall. So if you haven't already, make sure you download that MedicareCon app, look at the little map, pinpoint where Zing is going to be in that expo hall, and make sure you get a chance to stop by and talk to them. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the floor over to Chris and Michelle. I'm going to let them kind of tell us about Zing and what kind of products offerings that they're having and how they're changing the market.
Thank you so much. Awesome to be here. Looking forward to the event next week. Big fan of BBI, big fan of the Medicare Guru platform, and of course, MedicareCon in the event. I think I may have heard Justin say this last year, but it rang really true to us when we were at the event, is that this event is different than many others. This is one that was created by insurance agencies and agents for insurance agents. So we really love attending this because we get to network and see everyone who's out there doing the business and working year round to grow their business. So everyone in attendance is there to, hear about all the new things happening. And we'd love to be a part of it and network with all these groups. So we're really excited about it. It's been great. Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited to have you guys on board again. That was our whole goal with creating this event, right? Was we're agents and we know exactly the type of information that other agents are seeking, and it's like, let's get that out there. And we were learning so much and talking to so many other agents and realizing like this information is not being spread, right? And so we wanted to create an event where agents can attend and truly get value, take something back that is tangible, and I can take directly back to my business and implement, right? So I'm glad you guys seen the value in what we were doing and decided to jump on board in the partnership. So we're glad to have you guys in the building this year. And again, hopefully get you guys some exposure to some of these agents and get the agents on board with what you're doing over there.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to it. And just to kind of give you a little rundown of who Zing is, we are a health plan that, started, fairly new in 2019. And really our focus, strategy, and really mission has been a little bit different than, a lot of the big six of carriers. But we're really excited about kind of where we're at, how we did this AEP. We had our largest AEP to date, and really where we have done well and how we've got there and how our story kind of unfolds is that we are, of course, our focus is on growth, right? That's a big thing for many different carriers. But for us, it's a unique type of growth where we want to focus in on condition-based products that are specific to those who are suffering from chronic conditions. And that's really where we saw so much success, not only in AEP, but ongoing through OEP and as we get into lock-in, because this is really a year-round selling opportunity. And it's really starting to get in front of more of the agents, building that muscle around CSNP in general. And just to kind of give a little highlight of the opportunity out there is many of the agents know that it's a year-round selling opportunity, so it doesn't stop, which is great, right? Well, what's different about it is that it's largely untapped by many of the carriers. There's some that are in the space, but maybe not have put as much focus into it, and that's where we really want to focus in and grow, and that's where we see the opportunity. In general, there's 44% of Medicare beneficiaries across the nation have some type of chronic condition that they are living with, but only 2% of them are actually enrolled in a CSNP plan. That is largely an untapped market. And
that's huge, right? So you said 44% of Medicare beneficiaries could qualify for a CSNP if one was available.
If one was available, yes, absolutely.
Right. That's pretty powerful, right? That's a huge opportunity for the individual agent, right? I think 3-4 years ago, like that D-SNP market kind of was a huge opportunity. I think, CSNP's kind of going to be the new wave of that, right? Because like you said, if they're eligible for it, all we really need to wait on is a carrier to provide a product that helps that member.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it. That's a great segue from our story and kind of the talking points. Is if you look at the DSNP historical trend, it has done really well, roughly 20% growth year after year after year, and it's been a huge focus for a lot of different carriers. This year over year growth in the CSNP space outpaced the DSNP. This year over year growth was 42% for the CSNP space. So there is an attractive opportunity that's out there. We'll see more competitors, more carriers probably get into it. But many of the markets that your agents are in and the footprint that Zing's in today, which is in Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan, and we'll have some expansion targets for 2025, are largely untapped with only a few CSNP plans in each market. And what really makes us stand out is where we've changed kind of the model for CSNP, in my opinion, is that we've actually created plans that are specific to the conditions of these members, where it's, insulin is at no cost, tiered CSNP specialists will be at a lower cost, drug formulary that is specific to those members that are suffering with those chronic conditions, and even ESRD plans in all of our markets, which have not been a very popular product type in the space. So that's a big focus of ours, and we're looking to engage with more agents on how they can help all of their members that are probably out there. 44% of them, half of someone's book of business likely has a chronic condition, but maybe doesn't have the opportunity for a CSNP plan. So it's not just about Zing. I think it's just more or less engaging on this opportunity as we see it's becoming more and more popular. We'll see this become a bigger trend in the space, and we're really excited about it.
Yeah, so how many states is Zing available in now with the CSNP plan specifically?
Yeah, mostly in the Midwest. It's Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan today. With some hopeful expansion targets in the Midwest and into the South as well that we're looking at. So yeah,
gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, I mean the evolution of that product market is going to be huge, and so I like to see that you guys are kind of leading the way on that and kind of being the carrier at the forefront of that, right? And honestly, you're the only carrier that's talked to us about any type of CSNP or wanting to grow that CSNP market. And we talk to the carriers a lot. And we sat down with a lot of the Medicare Advantage divisions of them and try to see how we can focus sales and help the growth of that product. But again, nobody is really focusing on the CSNP like you guys are. So yes, I think that's huge, just because like my parents personally, like they're 62, both of them are diabetic, where if they aged into Medicare today, Medicare Advantage would be an option, but yeah, nothing to cater specifically to that. And, they're not going to fall in the decent market because they're not in that low income. And so it's kind of that in-betweener, right? They're willing to get a Medicare Advantage plan, but it's like, at what cost am I doing that? But again, if I can consider a zero premium Medicare Advantage plan that throws some chronic benefits in there, right? Now I'm getting my insulin, my pods, my blood supplies, them type of things paid for. Am I getting extra benefits in that way, right? And so that's what I really like to see about these chronic plans is that they're really shifting some of the benefits to cater to them specific member needs, and so it's really cool to see that carriers are on board with that and trying to create new plans that are doing that for the actual member. So that's good. So what are who all from the Zing Health team is going to be out at MedicareCon? I know you guys will have a booth out there. Who all are you sending to man it?
I'm going to be in Vegas. So I'm really excited about that. Michelle Skenandore, our national agency manager, will be there as well. She manages many different of our agency accounts that we have with Zing. That channel that I'm responsible for, which is the broker channel. It's a huge channel for us, like many other carriers as well. So we're always looking to engage with more and more agencies that work with you guys, with just anyone out there in our space. Also, Jason Harrington, who's our regional broker director, he manages our regional team of broker managers. That we have a local team with local support and all that. So we're happy to network with everybody and see how we can get connected and find room to talk about Zing, but just the industry as a whole, we're really excited. We're really excited about it.
Awesome. So Michelle, you said you're going to be out there with us next week. How long have you been with Zing?
I am. So I was brought on with Zing through an acquisition back in 2021. So 3 years now. Been in the Medicare space for about a decade. So worked with you guys, quite frequently, as well as a lot of agents out there. So pretty excited to go back out to Vegas and just chat with everyone and see everyone again face to face. It's nice to have the interaction.
Awesome. Was that acquisition the Lasso?
It was.
Okay.
Yep. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
most agents know me from that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm familiar with you from. I know that, prior to that acquisition, I think Zing was kind of in the ACA market, if I'm not mistaken, right? And that was kind of primarily where I knew Zing from. But with the acquisition of Lasso, and then again their growth of the CSNP plans over the last few years, and then we've contracted with them since then, and again I've seen some of that involvement and tie-ins to you guys. So love what you guys are doing over there. Again, if you haven't checked into Zing Health, head over to their website, zinghealth.com. Chris is the broker manager, right? He's your contact over there when you got something to go on over there. He's usually the one that we talk to with that. But plenty of people over there that are willing to help. So again, if you're in Vegas, make sure you stop by their booth at the in the expo hall next week. So
booth 40. So
booth 40. Booth 40. And if you haven't, go pull that map up in the MedicareCon app, and you'll be able to see exactly where their booth is. Jacob's built a cool little 3D graph of the actual expo hall and all that. And so, and if you want to, go ahead and set up a meeting. I'm sure if you request a meeting with Chris or Michelle, they'll gladly accept that, and you can come by their booth and set up a time. They'll sit down, set away 10 or 15 minutes just to speak to you personally. So make sure you're doing that using all the features inside of the app. So you guys got anything we didn't touch on that you want to say about Zing?
No, I mean, absolutely. I was going to just say, I think the app is awesome. If you are out there using it, I know I'm on it. Michelle's on it. Please reach out to us if you'd like to connect one-on-one. As far as Zing goes, as I mentioned, we're in that Midwest footprint with Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan, with some expansion targets for next year. Not just about the CSNP, but we have competitive plans all across the portfolio. So looking forward to it, man, and really excited to be a part of it. So looking forward to connecting with everybody next week for sure.
Yep, that's what I'm looking forward to, all the networking that's going to take place. This is what I love about our events, because I meet so many different people, and there's so many individual agents, agency owners, carrier representatives, FMO representatives. Like, there's just so many different, and that's what's crazy about the event. Like, when we started this 3 years ago, the whole idea was like, let's get 50 people in the room, and it grew to a demand for 100 people in the room. And at that time, it was mostly individual agents. But like last year, what I noticed is that we're getting individuals from every aspect of the industry, right? Like people that own SaaS products or InsurTech platforms. The owners and CEOs of them platforms are coming. FMO owners, agency owners, high up carrier reps are coming. So it's not just the individual agent that you're getting to mingle with anymore. It's people that are actually involved in the industry, decision makers, right? People that I could actually influence what we're doing on a daily basis as an individual agent. So I think that's one of the coolest things for me, is to say that, hey, like we've actually put together an event where all these people get together, and they're all looking forward to getting together just so we can share all this knowledge and nerd out, because as much as I like to talk to my wife about it, she doesn't like to listen to it, right? So look forward to seeing you guys out there. Hopefully we'll have some drinks, have dinner one night, have some cocktails for sure. They're going to be at the Diamond Party, so if you've got a ticket and you're not a Diamond level, go ahead and upgrade that ticket so you guys get to go to the Diamond Party, hang out with Michelle and Chris, and myself. I'll be there as well. So if you haven't, go ahead and buy your ticket. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thanks, Michelle and Chris, for joining us. And I will see you in about 7 days.
Let's do it. See you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
See ya.